Good morning and welcome back. For today's video, we're going to be taking out the Soviet Rank 5 light tank, the Object 906. Object 906 sitting folded with the BMP-1 in the ground tech tree, still sitting at battery rating 8.0. Now the Object 906, probably one of my favorite light tanks in the entire game, and you're hopefully gonna see why that is later in the video. Now, today I have two games for you, a nuke on European province and a second game on Alaska where we get very close to a nuke as well. But with that out of the way, I hope you enjoyed the video. So here we are for the first game on the map European province. I'm gonna take the Object 906 over to a pretty good early position to be in, and from that position I should be able to pretty effectively cut off with point C. Object 906, any good should you stay and get this. Since it is folded, you will be spending some silver lines and time to get this thing. And a lot of people have actually asked me if they should just stay and get the Object 906 or just continue moving down the Soviet tech tree. Now, I definitely think you should get this. This is one of my favorite light tanks in the entire game, and I'll tell you why. First off, the firepower. This is a stabilized 85mm cannon which fires APHC rounds every 4 seconds, and this is at 8.0. So your firepower is definitely not lacking. You're gonna be killing most things you see in one shot, and even if they survive, you can fire off another shot every 4 seconds. So firepower is superb. Mobility, again superb, going 74 km/h forward and 74 backwards. So this is one of the few Soviet tanks that actually has a reverse gear. And this is super nice. This is super good for every situation, and this is something you may not be used to while playing Soviet tanks. But again, mobility is superb. The big downside though is your protection. You don't have any armor. Most things will be able to hit you without any issues. Many times will just use their heavy MG on your side. They can't actually heavy MG you from the front most of the time, but from the side you're just dead. So armor, you don't have anything. But your firepower and mobility are the key points to this, and those are the things you should try to play around if you want to be successful in this tank. With my work done at capture point C, I'm gonna try to move over to cap B. Now there are some enemies surrounding B, so that is something we're gonna have to take care of first. After using a backup, we're going to move over to cap point B. Then we are going to attempt to cross the river and move over to retake capture point A. Now we are pretty alone, we don't have a lot of support, so we are going to have to be careful, but we're still going to attempt to cross and capture it. With a bit more support now, we are going to cross the river. I didn't want to cross at the actual bridge, since then we saw that we capture B, and that is likely where they are going to look, so we're gonna use a alternative route. Now there are already enemies over on the other side, so we're quickly going to have to take care of those before moving up to take the actual capture. With all the threats now taken care of directly on the other side, we're going to move up the hill to try to retake capture A. Now closing in on capture point A, I did assume that most of the enemies were going to attempt to spawn camp. So we're first going to clear out capture point A and then move to eliminate these spawn campers. With both of these spawn campers now eliminated, we're going to retake capture point A and set ourselves in a defensive location to defend the capture point. And from this road I decided I should be able to defend the entirety of the capture point A, because I do see the enemy reinforcement routes and I still can keep an eye on the other side of the river. With 10 kills total, we do take first place, earning a total of 11,000 research points and 104,000 silver lions. So for this second game, we find ourselves on the map Alaska. I'm going to bring the object 906 down one of the main roads to try to intercept anybody going to capture point B. From this position I should also have a bit of an idea on what happens around point C as well. But the main focus is still to try to control the first wave towards B. With part of the first wave crushed, we're going to head over to B to support them in their capture. With B taken, we're gonna swing around and flank and hit the remaining enemy that was hindering the capture. With him now gone, we can go over to support the allies trying to retake capture point C. us now dying, we spawn a backup and we're gonna go over to A to try to take that instead. With capture point A taken, we're going to go over to try to take C once again. With this M47 now kinda stuck here, we basically can't do anything. We're gonna die if we push out. So I repeatedly tried to get a friendly Gepard to come and help us, but after the game I kinda looked at his profile and he was a premium player, so you can't expect too much of him. Now, we basically just sat here for a while until he made a move, and we went out with the stabilizer to absolutely slam him. With him now gone from the map, we're going to continue to clear out the surroundings area of capture point C. Spawning in a T-54 to try to get capture point C in time, but the game is already on its closing seconds. With 12 kills total, we do take first place, earning a total of 11,000 research points and 84,000 silver lions. With that, this video is at its end. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe, and stay tuned as there will be more content to come about War Thunder in the near future. Until next time, take care.